capital city. Welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. And off we go here from Mile High. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role his position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
He'll give it to Donovan. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, Nix. That is Leeds. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage.
Brings up second and
Throwing
10
to someone with his
40-yard
length,
line.
Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 50.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. On the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Vic.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is You want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24 now, he's 7. Run the toss to Genti. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of ended. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Broncos offense ready now for their second drive. They start with outstanding field position. Trying to get the first points of this. It'll be 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Darian Porter in on the stop.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Dobbins. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
Broncos 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Mostert now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their second possession. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genti to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, Smith. He's got the golden domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he with that one.
15 yards.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 42.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back is Smith. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Smith from the gun on third down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. but it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
Isaiah Polamao on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram. Incomplete. It's now third and goal.
This the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might
Defense.
make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Greg, offensive coordinator's script to start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Broncos are out to a 10-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Laube now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10. Gino to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down. One quarter in the books. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Darian Porter in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will open up a 13-0 lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Laube now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Smith. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. In motion, that's Thornton. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And the Broncos.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, I know I'm biased, Mike, but I'm not sure if a quarterback loves anything more than having a reliable safety blanket in the middle of the field at the tight end position, and you can see why. When all else fails, give your big guy a chance, and he comes down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 3. Mims sent in motion here. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Third down and 3. Back to throw is Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's second and 4 from the 24. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
So it was actually a really good call to go to the RPO game against this zone defense. That's the look that you want to run it against, because what you're trying to do is there's one defender in conflict. Does he come up and try to tackle the ball, or does he stay in his zone? That's what you're trying to stress, and then it's just up to your quarterback to make the right read.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him.
Flushed to his left. He'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. And it brings up fourth down.
At the 13-yard line.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Raiders nothing.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Mostert now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts first and 10. Run right at the gut for Gentry. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Alex Singleton there on the tackle.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
On 3rd down, they'll set him to throw. Got a man, it's Lockett. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Raider 1st down.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's caught downfield by Tucker. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
23 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jack Beck, touchdown Raiders.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Raiders get it back to within 9.
Broncos 16, Raiders 7.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Closes quickly. A pickup of 3 It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Nix. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He sets this route up perfectly. You'll see he attacks the inside leverage of the defender, thinking he's going to run an in-breaking route. Then he gets back vertical and breaks out, creates separation, ball's on time, picks up easy first down.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Adam Butler there on the tackle.
2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's into space past the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver.
This is simply just a check down, Mike, and it's got to be held to a short gain, but instead he's physical, he's fast, and the next thing you know, he's in the end zone doing a celebration. It's funny what can happen when you get that effort with great execution.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Raiders 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Laube now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He has Lockett over the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raider first down. From the shotgun, Smith. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Smith. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Nix now on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down.
15 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read, but that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
They send Sutton in motion. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Play action now. It's Gino. He'll get this off to Genti. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's 4th down.
The Raiders send their punt team out.
For the Raiders.
Return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Accuracy, the further you get downfield, Mike, is really one of the harder things for these quarterbacks to control because it's really just the feel. You've got to know how fast is your receiver. Did he get a clean release? Is the guy tugging on his jersey slowing him down? There's so many factors that determine how far to throw the ball to connect, and here you can just see why this one was just a little out of reach.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. And that's Watkins. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Max Crosby getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Mims sent in motion here. They'll turn and hand this one off. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the return is Tucker. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
46-yard line.
The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's a designed run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back is Smith. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
It is 3rd and long. To throw in Smith. This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
The Raiders have their punt team out there.
For the Raiders.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Moving left. Now he takes off.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Second and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Here's a third and 10. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Elandon Roberts. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is first and 10. A run. Genty. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Lockett headed in motion. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is second down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On first and 10, it's Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. Keep it on the ground with Genty, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And it all starts with that missed block up front. Anytime a defender's able to get upfield and vertical that far, there's just really not much you can do to stop him.
3rd and long. Smith. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will cut into that lead.
Raiders 10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Run with Dobbins. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now brings up 4th down.
Wow! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Smith. He'll find Genty at the backfield. Oh! And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Off the play fake. It's Smith. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another.
It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
At the 31-yard line.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
It's now 2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lockett headed in motion. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Riley lost there defensively.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Mims sent in motion here. Now it's Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
31. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Here's a run going left. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Darian Porter on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Nix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
We're all set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Oh, let him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. To the left side, into the hands of Pitt. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. A gain of 1 yard. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
A handoff, running left is Genty. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Bonito on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Gino to throw. He has Lockett over the middle. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the Las Vegas.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. The RPO, that one is complete. And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go coming up with 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw, here's Smith. He's got it at the 3. And he will score! Game on! Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
To R.J. Harvey. Brings up 3rd down.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Nix to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work, but in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Throw it here on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Throw it. Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we say so long from Denver.